So, for those of you who don't remember, we have the different categories or steps as we're calling them, because when you're walking up a flight of stairs, you have to take it one step at a time. So, these are the steps that I'm going to take to get to where I need to be. So, the first is mental health. The second step I'm going to be tackling is physical health. And the last step I'm going to be tackling is financial health. So, and sorry if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. For mental health, my first goal is going to be to get on the correct medication that is going to manage my symptoms. Right now, my medication has a lot of unwanted and unwarranted side effects, in my opinion. I've been really jittery, really anxious, my jaw kind of blocks up and hurts, and it's just not... Sorry, I gotta text this. It's just not what I'm looking for out of the medication, and I'm meeting with a new psychiatrist in a few days, so hopefully we'll be able to change the medication. The second is working on my coping skills. I currently have some okay coping skills, but I want to focus more on the positive ones, the creative ones, the ones that really give me an outlet, so that anytime I'm feeling an episode coming on, I absolutely have a go-to list of things that I love to do. Third is getting, like I mentioned before, inside my self-care zone but outside of my comfort zone. So doing things that I really have always wanted to do but have never done before for whatever reason. Number 4 is to date myself, and I've actually created these little post-it cards. This one says make a fun recipe, find a new recipe, put on a nice outfit, dim the lights, add some music, and enjoy. And these are all things that I can do all by myself. I can do a couple more to you if you'd like. I have a picnic, prepare some food, take a blanket, find a nice spot and enjoy. Try a new restaurant, go out to a restaurant, put on a podcast, and try something new. And all of this is meant to be myself. I think my favorite is this one, make a fort. Tear the couch apart, make a fort, pop some popcorn, and watch some movies. That one sounds like my most favorite movie, and I haven't even done it yet. And I will be taking you guys along with me on each of these self-dates, so stay tuned for that. Next, we have affirmations and a change of mindset. So every morning, I try to wake up at 5 a.m. And the first thing I do is play my affirmations, do some meditation, and really try to walk into the day with a positive mindset. And even if I'm having a bad day, I try to find one thing to be positive about. Like, at work, we were really understaffed, and I was like, it's a good day that we're understaffed on a day where my mental health was at a point where I could handle the stress of being so understaffed. So just try to find the positive inside of the parts that you may consider a negative. So next we're going to move on to physical health. Okay, I'm really out of it today, you guys. I am sorry. But I do want to get this video up for you guys, so I'm going to continue. So for physical health, my first goal is to eat at least 1,500 calories a day. I put a week, but I meant a day. I don't eat nearly as much as I should, and I know I definitely don't eat 1,500 calories a day, and that's kind of problematic, and my body is probably in starvation mode, so we're definitely going to get that going. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the trying new recipe stuff. Just really trying new foods and being more intentional about what we're putting in our body. Trying new recipes is the next one. Again, more intention with what I'm eating. Expanding my taste palette and really connecting with other cultures. 3, possible meal prepping. I've always really been excited by the idea of meal prepping. I feel like meal prepping can make my life a little bit easier, and I really am much of a snack guy. I like food that's already made. Just grab it, snack on it, put it back when I can't finish it, and then continue it later. So I'm gonna start doing like overnight oats and like soups in a cup. So I can just take it, drink it, go. All types of fun things like that. I'm gonna be setting a new goal: no soda and no candy. Trying to keep my sugar intake down. I'm not really much of a soda person, and I like candy, but I would rather eat fruit. I'm not much of a candy person. Eating for proper nutrition, so doing my research on what the proper amount of calories, should be carbs, what should be fat, and what should be protein. And then number 6, start simple and small with workouts. So just kind of warming up my body so that once I'm in a good routine with eating, I can go into working out full time and my body won't go into shock. It'll just be like, okay, like we've been working towards this. Moving into financial. For our goals, we have raise the gap between my financial input and output. My financial input to output. So, this just means the amount of money let's say I made $200 and I spent $150. My goal now is to, like, if I made $200, to spend $100, just kind of widen that gap and decrease my spending. Number 2 is get a new job or another job beside my job. My job just really does not pay enough for the demand it has when you're there. Like, it's very mentally draining, it's very physically draining, so I'm just like, alright, I need another job, or I need a new job. And that is not something I've decided yet, but when I do decide, I will let you guys know. Number 3, get a high yield savings account. So right now I have a regular savings account. I want to get a high yield savings account because that means all the money that's just sitting there is then going to be accumulating even more interest. So at the end of the day, I'll be making more money. Number 4 is to sell all the clutter I have in my apartment, and that is something I'm going to take you on that journey with me. Just finding the things that I don't use and selling it. If I can't sell it, donate it, get rid of it. And number 5, be more intentional with my spending. I'm going to start sitting down and making a list of things I absolutely need and focusing on those things first. And once all my needs are met and taken care of, then I can focus on my wants and things that I would like to have for the month. So my goal will be to make a list of 3 things that I absolutely need, budgeted, and then a list of 1 thing that I want, and getting those 3 things that I need and that 1 thing that I want to kind of balance out. So that is it for my goals. I just wanted to say that I am absolutely grateful for the few people who have seen my videos and are watching. And if you come back and you're watching the second one of this journey, I'm really grateful that you are here on this journey with me. I know that I'm not like this big personality, but it's my medicine, honestly. My personality usually is pretty big.